All right, let's move over to controversy has been the tail of the tape in these NHL playoffs.
And we were talking about this earlier, man. These NHL playoffs have gone under the radar for some reason.
Under the radar, and
but here in Toronto. I don't know how it is down there in Boston and stuff.
Well, when I looked at the TV ratings, like the biggest areas, it was bad. Like the fourth, fifth highest TV rating area for this finals is Wisconsin.
Really?
Yeah. Nobody's paying attention.
Wisconsin?
Yeah, man.
The fuck?
Exactly.
You watch hockey in Wisconsin?
I didn't know that. It makes sense. University of Wisconsin, decent hockey team, but that they're the fifth highest TV rating in North America.
Not even in
for
Boston.
This finals. No, Boston was in the top 4. Number 5 was Wisconsin.
But what was number 1?
I think number 1 was Boston. St. Louis was number 2. And then
okay, that makes sense.
No other big markets were there, right? Last night, Tyler Bozak allegedly trips Noel Acciari. Everybody's been going crazy, saying how could this not be called?
I wish we could play it for you.
But somebody forgot their laptop. Yeah. You know, loser at us.
So I can analyze it.
Missed call allegedly, and then Tyler Bozak gets the puck, swings it to his teammate. 2-on-1, tries to run the pass over, deflected. St. Louis ends up scoring.
Yep.
2-0 lead. Boston can't get back. They get 1 goal. Boston controlled much of that game. Jordan Binnington played well other than that 1 goal
you're
he
saying
allowed.
Boston outplayed them.
Yeah, I thought Boston was a better team, right? Now we both have a take that people.
It's not about being the better team in the whole game. It's about being the better team in those little moments.
Now, when it comes to that blown call, we both have a take that most people are gonna disagree with.
Probably, but honestly, I watched it probably 3 or 4 times a few minutes before we started the podcast. It doesn't look too much like from one angle from the front.
From the front, because he goes down so
like
aggressive.
A trip. But when you show it slow motion from the back, he kind of pulls it back.
He does.
He realized that it looks like that his stick kind of tripped him, but he pulls it back. I felt like freaking things sold it.
Acciari.
Yeah, Acciari sold it.
I believe
because he's kicked up his leg like he just
Bozak was going for the puck, totally missed
under his feet.
Yeah, and then he it was more a slash than a trip because he hit the back of his feet and then realized it and pulled his foot back and his stick back, and then Acciari's feet just went out from under him.
You play hockey. You tell me
do.
if you get hit behind the thigh, because that's where I saw the stick really make contact. Is your
on
whole
the
leg
left.
kicking up? Because I know it's a bit like with the skate and stuff.
Not really. Like as a goalie, for me, what I do when guys are standing in front of me, and I want to knock them down, there's 2 things I'll do. One, which he did a little bit on the right foot. I'm hitting them on the back of the Achilles.
Yeah.
Because their knee will buckle and they'll go down. But their feet are not going to go out like that.
Exactly.
If I want their feet to go out, I'm putting my stick under the back of his blade, my goalie stick, and I'm just tapping it because he's going to lose his balance.
Exactly.
I thought it was a weird reaction. Acciari, I'm not saying he dove or whatever, but I think he felt that contact a little bit on the Achilles.
You would agree that he
and his feet, I don't really understand how his feet went flying like that.
Yeah. Because to me, it's because he sold it.
So I'm not saying it shouldn't have definitely not been a penalty. I think if it was a penalty, it wasn't a trip. It should have been a slash. Should have been a slash because he hit him like that.
He did hit it. Yeah, we get that.
You saw Tyler Bozak's reaction when he put his arms up because he knew. He's like, I didn't follow through with the trip. I pulled it back, and he was like, the crowd went crazy. Really gonna call that a penalty? Like I didn't even do nothing for that trip. So I'm not with the Boston fans and the mass media and everybody going crazy online.
I'm telling you, watch it over and over again.
It's not as big of a blown call as people think. People are relating this, like Craig Button on TSN, some other guys, to the NFC East missed pass interference in New Orleans and LA Rams. This is nowhere near that, in my opinion. That was crazily blatant.
The difference between that one is when you saw it in slow motion, you're like, oh fuck. Okay,
yeah, like come on.
But this one, when you see it in slow motion, I'm telling you, watch it again. You're kind of like, actually, maybe I don't think that was a trip.
If his knees had kind of folded, and he fell down,
it was, for me, it's all about how he fell.
Yeah,
your legs don't kick up like that if you get hit back in the back of the thigh.
It's weird.
And it's like, okay, if he followed through and kind of like swept him, no, he touched it and pulled back.
If he swept his stick through and took his feet forward,
I would fully understand.
Yeah, but his stick came back. It made contact with the slash, pulled it back. Could have been a slashing penalty? Yes. Would I have said it had to have been called a slash? No. Should have been called a trip? No. And are we in the minority? 100%. Because I haven't seen one person online or anywhere saying that it shouldn't have been a penalty.
That shouldn't?
Yeah. I've not seen one person say it shouldn't have been a penalty.
But hey, the Boston fans are
going to start ripping me.
Boston fans are like, they're flying off the wire. You also showed me a fight in the stands that happened between Boston fans. Not between St. Louis and Boston fans. Between Boston fans only.
If you haven't seen this, do yourself a favor. Go to Instagram, NHL.discussion, or just Google Boston fan fight, or go to YouTube. 2 separate fights break out in the same group. I don't know what it was about. They're face to face. Guy throws a whole beer on this guy's jersey.
Yeah, I blame the kid, the younger guy at least.
No matter what's happening, why are you dumping your beer?
Don't dump like. And that's, first off, you're losing money. You just spent on that freaking beer.
$12 beer.
Second, that's the most disrespectful thing you can do to a person. Throw a beer on them. You have to fight at.
You're a Bruins fan. You just ruined his Bruins jersy.
I know, yeah, they're Bruins fans. Look at his sweater. He has a Bruins sweater on. Why are you throwing a beer on that?
If somebody threw a beer on, like, if I was wearing a Mitch Marner jersey, forget that it's autographed. I'm just wearing a Mitch Marner jersey. Somebody dumps a beer on that.
It's a fight. I'm telling you.
I'm throwing. I'm calling you to come to the arena too.
Any beer thrown on anyone is a fight.
Yeah.
Because the other person's be like, okay, you know what? You want to disrespect me so much that you losing your own money?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a fight.
Yeah, and the second Tilly, these guys were going wild too. They were throwing snuffs.
How was it in the... Because I missed the game. How was it when that trip happened? How did the fans react?
Fans were going nuts.
Were they?
And then the goal was scored, boos were raining down. But again...
Were beers being thrown on the ice?
No. But when you're a fan of the arena and you just see that live, you can't tell. You just see a guy stick go and your guy go flying.
And honestly, if I was from Boston and a Boston fan, I probably would have argued it.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Boston fans. Let us know what you think. Hit us up in the comments. We'll tell you why you're wrong. Because we're right.
So, but you thought it would be at least slashing, no?
No, I thought you could call slash. I wouldn't say you had to call slash because it's an NHL playoffs and they let worse stuff go every game. They let worse stuff go that game. It's the playoffs.
They're going to change the whole result of the game, though?
It ended up being the game-winning goal because it put them up 2-0.
Yeah.
So I guess. But as Bob McKenzie says, it's NHL playoffs. If it's regular season, sure. But that rule book is sitting at the bottom of Hudson Bay.
Especially when it's like that point in the game.
The thing is, refs always say they don't want to decide the game, right? So it's a third period. They don't want to make that call, and then.
And
Boston
hey, I'll
gets a
be
power
devil's
play that they
advocate.
shouldn't
If you're a Boston player, the ref did decide the game by not making the call.
In a way, because they got the puck because of the direct result of that trip, right? So,
it goes both ways.
Anything else you want to say on that, Steve Rolls or the Raptors?
Raptors win. Steve Rolls wins. And I still got Boston winning the Stanley Cup.
You know, I know Blues are up 3-2. Some telling me right. I picked the Blues to win in 7.
You did.
So
I had Boston winning in 5, so I was way off.
I don't know. Bruins have been the better team in majority of the games. St. Louis has just scored more timely goals.
And I wanted to also mention Chara playing with a broken jaw. What a champ.
I hate the guy, but respects to him.
What a champ, man.
He didn't play his regular ice time, only played 16 minutes and some change yesterday. But if you can't talk out there, if anybody who's played high-level hockey, if you cannot talk out there, especially as a defenseman in the NHL playoffs, it's extremely difficult for you not to be able to communicate with your teammates.
I even feel like with the hits, though, because I know how painful like a broken jaw can be.
Now, people are going to call me slimy. I didn't see it happen last night. If I'm a St. Louis player, if I'm Patrick Maroon,
hit him.
If I'm Vince Dunn, I'm punching him in the face in a scrum.
He's a big guy, man. He might have a broken jaw, but he still might kill you. You know?
So go for it. You know what he did to Sidney Crosby in the playoffs, 2013? Or maybe it wasn't playoffs.
No, that's where your saltiness comes from, eh?
No, but he did the exact same thing. Crosby had a bad jaw injury. First game that he took off his full face shield, the same one that Chara's wearing, in a scrum.
He punched him?
Chara just goes and punches him right in the face, right in the jaw. So what goes around comes around, buddy. Chara, in my opinion, is a dirtier player than people think he is. I think he's actually kind of dirty.
But I feel like that would lead to a fight even after the game.
So?
Huh? He's a big guy, yo.
Yeah, and he's one of the best defensemen. If you knock Chara out of the series, that's big emotionally for them.
Huge.
It's huge emotionally for them. Even though he's not the player that he was, for them to see him playing, going through that, ramps them up. When he got injured last game and he couldn't even play, but he comes and sits on the bench with the guys.
I'm impressed that he's playing with a broken jaw. It's insane.
Yeah, but still, if I'm the Blues, I'm trying to rip that thing off his face.
Hey,
and then you hope that a Bruins guy jumps you and takes a penalty.
The thing is, though, you're playing for a championship, so like, win at all costs.
Exactly, right? I'm putting my face in front of a puck if I have to win a championship, especially the NHL Stanley Cup, man, the hardest trophy to win in all of sports. So we'll leave you with that. Blues, work on some punching bags.